Hey everyone, welcome back to part 2 of things that you're looking for on a test. How the examiner's going to mark it. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to leave a comment, hit the like button, and share the video. Let's do this. So on this video, we're going to go through the third block. Intersections, turns. We'll start with blocks of crosswalk, intersection, or stop line. So the place to stop is before the stop line, not on top of the line, not past the line. You need to stop your vehicle before the line. And the white car did good, black car is going to get marked, and the gray one's definitely going to get marked. Stopping before the line allows enough room for pedestrians to go across. Or don't stop too far back. Some traffic lights have a sensor plate on the bottom. You're not going to be on that sensor pad, and the light is not going to change for you. And then all the cars behind are going to get impatient, and you're going to hear those horns honk. So move up to the stop line. That way you're sitting on the pressure plate. And look at that, the light changes, and traffic is moving. Keep in mind too, if you pull up across the crosswalk, pedestrians can't go across, but then it also makes it hard for large trucks to turn. Cars making a left turn makes it hard for them. Okay, this looks like a good place to stop. And since we're making a right turn, we need to be able to see down the left side of the road. So we can't see, maybe trees are blocking the way, maybe it's a fence, maybe there's some signs, some kind of an obstacle. So, like I said, once you've stopped, now you can move up to the edge of the road so that you can see much better. And if there are no cars, you don't have to stop. If there are cars, obviously you're going to stop. And on the road, don't make any unnecessary stops. Make an unnecessary stop and there's no one behind you, you'll get marked on this. If there are cars behind, you're going to fail the test for obstructing the traffic. So notice in this situation, there is no oncoming traffic. There is no reason for this car to stop before proceeding around their corner. Same with this one. It's a free flow lane. He doesn't need to stop. He's got his own lane. When leaving a parking lot, you must come to a complete stop, whether there is a stop sign or not, and yield to anybody already on the public road. When driving, we gotta be alert to everything around us. We have to watch what the other drivers are doing. We need to be prepared for any change. You have to be prepared to slow down or stop, so look far ahead down the road. If something happens and you react late, or you don't notice it, you're gonna get marked. Here we've got a green light, but you can see that all the traffic is lined up all the way to the intersection on the other side. You need to stay back. You need to keep the intersection clear. Wait till the traffic moves, and then you can proceed if you've still got your green light. And if the light changes red, now you're blocking the crosswalk or blocking the intersection. With left turns, many collisions do happen when somebody is making a left turn. You gotta be sure not to cut the corner. Make a nice rounded turn. Don't start turning the wheels too soon, otherwise you're gonna chop the edge of your corner off. Don't cut that corner either. Don't turn too wide. Look for your lane. Look for where the center of the road is, or look for the yellow line. Look to see where your lane is going to be and direct your wheels to there. Don't come out too wide. And again, you're going to get marked. And if you turn into the wrong lane, you're going to get marked for turning into it after. If you're not in the correct lane to begin with, you're getting marked before. A reverse turn lane allows a lane for both you and the oncoming traffic to enter that center lane to make your left turn. Don't enter it too soon. Check your mirror, check over your left shoulder, signal, move into it, yield to your oncoming traffic, complete your turn. If it is safe, Start your right turn from the lane closest to the curb. If there is no obstruction around the corner, turn into the lane closest to the curb. This also applies to roads without painted lines. Residential roads are included. Just like the left turns, with right turns, you do need to move over close to the curb, but if your back tire just skiffs that sidewalk or curb, you're going to get marked for cutting the corner, or even if the examiner thinks it's way too close. You'll also get marked for turning wide if you don't turn into the first lane on an unmarked road, or if your turn is just extremely wide. With your right turn, if you don't move over to the correct lane before you start your turn, whether it's a marked road or an unmarked road, and if you turn into the wrong lane after your turn, you will get marked. Watch this guy. He's turning right from the wrong lane. The incorrect position of the vehicle, this often comes with left turns. When a light changes green, a solid green, and you have oncoming traffic to yield to, don't stay behind the stop line unless there is already a vehicle in the intersection. Once that intersection is clear, you need to bring your vehicle out into the intersection. You can always leave your back tires in the crosswalk. You're going to keep an eye on the traffic light. You're going to keep an eye on the oncoming traffic, and you're going to keep an eye out for pedestrians. However, keep your vehicle straight and keep your tires straight. If you angle your vehicle and you do get hit from behind, you're going to get pushed into that oncoming traffic. Same with if you turn your wheels. If somebody hits you from behind, you're going to get pushed into the oncoming traffic. Going around your corners, if you're going too fast, you're going to get marked. Going too fast would be you're coming up to the intersection way too fast, first of all, or you're turning the corner and everybody in the vehicle is shifting to the side. If you're going too slow, you don't get marked as often for this one, but it is possible to get marked too slow, especially if you're turning onto a busy road. All right, let's talk traffic lights and signs. So failing to anticipate or observe, anticipating would be you're not prepared for that light to change yellow. If it's a stale green light, you need to be prepared to possibly stop. If the light turns green and you haven't noticed it for a little bit, you do after several seconds, you're going to get marked for not observing that traffic light. What is a stale green light? A light that you didn't see change. The worst choice you can make is to stomp on the accelerator only to enter the intersection as the light changes for cross traffic. If you have doubts about maintaining the right-of-way, you must be prepared to stop. Stale green light, a term referring to intersection safety. A stale green light is a traffic light that is green when you first see it. Thus, you do not know how long it has been green. So we have to assume it will change at any moment. When you encounter a stale green light, be prepared to stop. The light may change and you will need to stop in a safe, controlled manner. Running a red light is an extremely dangerous decision. Safe drivers are always on the lookout of stale green lights and make the necessary adjustments to stop safely. Let's see, what else have we got here? This is not a stale green light. The crosswalk light still has the pedestrian walk lit up. If the hand was flashing or the hand was solid, that's an indication of a stale green light.
And a normal red, yellow, green traffic light isn't needed.
Typically, flashing amber lights are used on major roadways, while flashing red is used on adjacent side streets. If you come to a flashing red light, you must treat it like you would a stop sign. Come to a complete stop and yield to pedestrians and other vehicles. Move through the intersection only when it's safe.
A flashing amber acts as a yield sign. Drive with caution while approaching and crossing the intersection.
At a flashing yellow light, you must still yield to pedestrians.
If both intersections have red flashing lights, treat it as a four-way stop.
Judgment on a green, that's if you stop on a green light and there's no reason to stop on that green light. Judgment at a stop sign. You've stopped. There are no traffic. You're not going. The examiner can't say anything. But after several seconds or a minute, you do go. But no other traffic is affected. Judgment at a yield sign. If there's no reason to stop, don't stop. Definitely slow down. But if there's no traffic, you have no reason to stop. So you start moving through slowly. Right of way. Lots of people, when they're first learning to drive, do struggle with this. First of all, when you come to the intersection, get the full picture. Look around, see who has signs. Pause the video here and take a look at 3 of these scenarios. Fails to assume own right-of-way? That's pretty clear. Here's an example. Okay, so we got a red light. Car in front is making their right turn on the red light. So we pull up to our stop line, crosswalk, and we're not moving. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's your 10-point mark. Number 3 here, aggressive or your judgment. If a pedestrian is going across, you need them to clear the intersection. If you're narrowly missing them after they go around the turn, you're going to get marked on that. That's your aggressive. Okay, let's talk about the speed. If the speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour, we do give you a little bit of leeway. You can go 51, 52, 53, 54. Anything over that is now going to be marked as going too fast for your conditions. Another area where you might get marked too fast for the conditions is if there's activity going on, if there's things going on and you're still going by really fast. If there's hazards in the road, you need to slow down. If there's children nearby playing close to the road or on the road, all the same rules apply in playground zones. Highway, when merging, if you're going 5 over the speed limit, between 5 and 9 over the speed limit, you're going to get marked for going too fast. Now, for the too slow, if the speed limit is 50 and you're going 39 or below, but not affecting any traffic, that's where you get marked for going too slow. If traffic is affected, well, now you're obstructing the traffic. If you're going, 5 or 10 under the speed limit and no traffic is affected, you're not going to get marked anything. Anything below that, now you are going to get marked on it. Thanks for watching, everyone, and good luck on your road test. On my next video, we're going to go over the disqualifications, which are considered, or as some people call, the automatic fails.